Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're gonna do this stitch. It's a very thick, well, let's say thick and dense stitch. Even though it presents some openings, some holes, it's really nice. It's reversible, so each side looks the same. It's a very easy 2 rows repeat stitch. I did, this is thick, the yarn. So I did this sample for you, and I did another one that is with the thin yarn. Let me tell you, it's a pain. Unless you have a lot of patience, well, that's great. So I did it with the, let's say for a blouse or a shawl, something for summer, spring. Even this one with the thin yarn, it's still a little bit thick. So if you like something thick but still have some opening, I think for a baby blanket this is nice, because, well, let's just say the baby somehow manages to pull the blanket over his or her face. At least it has some holes to breathe. Okay, well, this stitch, let's do the stitch, works with multiples of 4 plus 3 more. This stitch is called Reversible V Stitch. So I chain my multiples of 4, and now I'm gonna chain 3 more. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna skip the first 4 chains from the hook. So we're gonna skip this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th chain from the hook, yarn over the hook, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go back into the same chain where we did this double crochet, and we're gonna do 1 more double crochet. And this is it's called a V stitch. Then we're gonna skip the next chain, and in the next we're gonna do 1 single crochet. So you're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, skip the next chain, and in the next chain we're gonna do a V stitch. So we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over the hook, and we go back into the same chain, and we're gonna do 1 more double crochet. So we're gonna do like this until the end of the row. Skip the next chain, and in the next do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, skip the next chain, and in the next we're gonna do a V stitch. So we're gonna start with a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go back into the same chain, and we're gonna do a double crochet. Skip the next chain, in the next do a single crochet, and you're gonna do like this until the end of the row. Skip the next chain, and in the next do a V stitch. And we go back again into the same chain, and we're gonna do a double crochet, and you're gonna be left with 2 chains, 1, 2. So we're gonna skip the next chain, and in the last chain we're gonna do a single crochet. Okay, chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work, and in here we have the V stitch here and 1 chain space. We're gonna go into the 1 chain space here, and we're gonna do 1 single crochet, yarn over the hook, and the next we have the single crochet. It's this one here, this single crochet. We're gonna do we're gonna start to do the let's say the V stitch, but we're gonna do it with a front post double crochet. So you're gonna go behind that single crochet, and you're gonna do a front post double crochet, chain 1, yarn over the hook, and we're gonna do 1 more front post double crochet behind that single crochet. So you're gonna put the hook behind that single crochet, pull up a loop, and do a double crochet. Then the next is gonna be the V stitch from the previous row. So in this 1 chain space of that V stitch, we're gonna place 1 single crochet, yarn over the hook, and the next you have the single crochet here and the V stitch here. So behind this single crochet we're gonna do a V-stitch, but with the front post double crochet. So go around that single crochet, pull up a loop, and do a double crochet, chain one, yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go again behind that single crochet, let's say, and do a front post double crochet. Then the next is the V-stitch, and we're gonna go into that one chain space here, and we're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook. The next is the single crochet here, this one. So we're gonna do the V-stitch part with the front post double crochet. Yeah, the first row it's not so pleasant. You don't have much to grab on. Chain one, yarn over the hook, and we go back again to do a front post double crochet behind that single crochet. Next you have the V-stitch, the last V-stitch. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna do one single crochet, yarn over the hook, and now we have the chain that we skipped in the beginning. So in top of the chain, on top of the chain we're gonna do a half double crochet. So insert your hook into that chain, the top chain. You have 3 loops, grab the yarn and pull the yarn through all 3 loops. It's gonna look like this. Now chain 2, turn your work, and now we have here, we have the single crochet here, this one. So we're gonna start with the front post double crochet, and we're gonna do that V-stitch. So go behind that, pull up a loop, and then do a double crochet, chain one, and we're gonna go back again behind this single crochet, and we're gonna do a front post double crochet. So next you have the V-stitch, double crochet, chain one, double crochet. In this one chain space here we're gonna do a single crochet. The next is the single crochet, see, this one. So we're gonna do front post double crochet, chain one, and then we're gonna go back again behind that single crochet, and we're gonna do another back post double crochet. The next we have the V-stitch. So in that one chain space we're gonna do one single crochet, yarn over the hook, and next we have the single crochet, this one here. So we're gonna do the V-stitch, but like the front post double crochet, chain one, go back again and do the second back post double crochet. So the next you have the V-stitch, the double crochet, chain one, and double crochet. Go into that one chain space, do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and we have here, we have the chain 2 that we made the previous row, and the single crochet, this one. So we're gonna do the same, go behind that single crochet and do the V-stitch, but with the front post double crochet, chain one, and do that. It's gonna look like this. So with the last we have the chain here, chain 2, so yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go on top of the chain 2, and we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, turn your work, and now we have the V-stitch here. So you know, one row, that's why I said there are 2 rows repeat. One row you're gonna start with the let's say with a single crochet into this V-stitch, and the other row you're gonna do the V-stitch behind that single crochet. This row we have the V-stitch, so we're gonna go into that one chain space, and we're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and we have the single crochet here, this one, and we're gonna do the V-stitch, go behind that and do one front post double crochet, chain one, go back again and do the second front post double crochet. Next you have the V-stitch, let's say the V stitch and the chain, one chain space there. Go in there, do a single crochet. The single crochet is right here, this one. So you're gonna go around that, pull up a loop and do a front post double crochet, chain one, and go back again around that single crochet and do the second front post double crochet. The next one is the V stitch, and we're gonna do a single crochet there. The next one is the single crochet, so we're gonna do one front post double crochet, chain one, and then you go back again and do the second front post double crochet. So now you have the chain two, this is the chain two, and you have the double crochet, let's say the chain one and double crochet. So you're gonna go inside this space and you're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and you have the chain two, which you're gonna go on top of the chain two here, and you're gonna do a, how you say, a half double crochet, chain two, turn your work. It's gonna look like this. So now you have the first, you have the single crochet. So this is the row that you're gonna start with the V stitch, but doing the back post double crochet. So you go behind that single crochet and you're gonna do the V stitch, but with the front post double crochet, chain one, go back again. It's just 2 rows, repeat. And the next is the V stitch. We're gonna go into this one chain space and you're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook. The next is the single crochet right here. So you're gonna do the V stitch with the front post double crochet. It's an easy stitch, but I think this is nice if you work either with kind of thick. This is not so thick, the yarn, but the thick and the, well, thin, well, if you have the patience, it's nice with the thick one. So you have next the V stitch, so you go into that one chain space and do a single crochet. The next you have here the, between the V stitches, you have the single crochet. So you go behind that and you do one front post double crochet, chain one, and go back again and do a front post double crochet. Next you have the V stitch, you go into this one chain space there, do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and you have the chain two and the single crochet right here. So we're gonna do the same, go behind that single crochet, do a front post double crochet, chain one, and go back to that and do again. So now yarn over the hook, the chain two, you go on top of the second chain and you're gonna do a double crochet, chain two, and now when you turn your work, now you have the V stitch. So in here you're gonna go into this one chain space and you're gonna start this row with a single crochet. The next it's the single crochet and you're gonna do the V stitch with the front post double crochet. I think I'm gonna do this row and I'm gonna stop, chain one, and you go back again to that, behind that single crochet, and do the second front post double crochet. So the next you have the V stitch from the previous row. So in this space here we're gonna do a single crochet. Next is the single crochet, which you're gonna do the V stitch and go back again and do the second front post double crochet. And next you have the V stitch, and you go in that space, do a single crochet, and you have the single crochet right here, and you're gonna do the V stitch, go back again and do the second front post double crochet, and then you have the V stitch, the double crochet, chain one, double crochet, and the chain two. So you go into this space here and you do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and go on top of the second chain here, and you're gonna do a half double crochet, chain two, and this row you're gonna start, you have the single crochet here, single crochet, so you're gonna start with the front post double crochet, chain one, and go back again and do the second front post double crochet, and the next comes the V stitch and do a single crochet and so on. Next is the single crochet there, and I'm gonna do that, the V stitch, but the V stitch is gonna be done with the front post double crochet. So it looks like this. Well, the colors are not so, this color is not so great, but yeah, I think this is really nice to make a blanket, and it's thick. It's really thick. And no matter, you know, you turn it like this and it looks the same, so it's reversible. So you have the, for blankets, you have the chains here on the sides that you can attach some border if you like. Yeah, but I think this one, if you do a blanket, I think it's nice to make it with a soft yarn, because this is acrylic, what I'm using, I used in this sample, and it's a little bit stiff and hard, you know. But there are acrylics that are soft, so you can, for a blanket or a scarf, I think it's nice, even though it has some holes in there. Yeah, well, if you like this, this stitch, give it a try. You're gonna like it. Look at this. Boy, by working with this thin yarn, oh my god, kind of tested my patience. And as many of you know, I don't have much patience. So yeah, give it a try. You're gonna like it. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.